What's going on, everybody? This is Bryce coming at you once again from Velocity Powersports in Ladson, South Carolina. All right, you guys get it. I got a beautiful bike sitting here behind me, so I'm not gonna hesitate today. I'm gonna just get right into it, y'all. I really am at a loss for words when it comes to the way that this bike looks. Cosmetically, this bike is second to none. It is the perfect mixture of modern and classic cruiser. But in case you guys don't know what this is, I'm gonna let you know anyways. This is the 2021 Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom, and Kawasaki has absolutely nailed these new line Vulcans. They are so much fun to be on. Very simplistic when it comes to the overview of all of the cruisers that I've been on. Pretty bare bones, but that's the beauty of this cruiser, is that there's not a whole lot going on with it, so there's not as much to go wrong on this bike down the road. And that 900 engine inside of it, that V-twin 4-stroke engine inside of it, it'll absolutely move and provide all of that wonderful low-end torquey power that you're looking for on a cruiser. That real growly and girthy sound is very evident with this Vulcan, and I'll let you guys hear what it sounds like in a bit. But this bike is fuel injected. It's got air cooling and liquid cooling, and frankly, that's all you need on a machine like this. I can't really put it into words. This thing rides like butter, man. I love it so much. And it's just so easy to feel in control of this cruiser in comparison to some of the other big boys that I've been on, like the Street Glides and the Road Kings and, you know, like the Honda Furies and stuff like that. This bike is lighter in comparison to those other cruisers, but heavy enough to where once you're past the 60-mile-an-hour mark, you really feel like you're in a car at that point. It's pretty seamless, and honestly, I can say this pretty comfortably, with it being a 900 bike, that doesn't really matter. I still feel like even intermediate to novice riders can hop on this thing and feel comfortable on it. It plays very, very well with new riders when it comes to looking for a new cruiser. I'll go ahead and give you guys a look at the back angle here, show you guys those big matte black straight pipes heading back towards us. This thing is, I love it, man. I love the orange. I love the little orange accents on the tires. I just love the way this bike looks in general. And that's really all there is to talk about with this bike, like I said, because it is such a simplistic approach to a cruiser. But once again, that's the beauty of it. This thing, I would absolutely drive this thing if I had the opportunity to, as a primary mode of transportation. That's how comfortable and that's how easy it is to handle this bike up to speed, is that this isn't even a toy. You could really use this as your ride to work, you know, picking up the kids and putting them on the back of this thing. That's how comfortable this bike is. But let me go ahead and let y'all hear what it sounds like. I'm gonna sit on this thing and crank it up for y'all. Right, this will give me an opportunity to show you guys the display up front here as well, now that I'm looking at it. Pretty standard. I like it. It kind of meshes in with the rest of the style of this bike. Simplistic and kind of old school, and I think that's what Kawasaki was going for with this bike. So let me go ahead and crank it up, y'all. You can hear the fuel being injected into it. You can also, I don't know if you guys can see that light up right here as well, let you know that it is injecting fuel into the engine. There's a gas light up front. You got a clock up front there as well. I'm in love with this bike, man, and here's why, guys. And honestly, that's another thing that needs to be talked about too with this bike. A lot of people that I know, when they're looking for a cruiser, their mind immediately goes to Harley Davidson, which, as a fellow American to these people, I will say that Harley bikes are kind of an American tradition. I understand that, but when you look at it from a financial perspective, when you look at stamina of a cruiser when you look at the price of parts, I don't understand why more people don't have a Kawasaki Cruiser or even a Honda Cruiser like this one. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I have seen some of the prices of the parts of Harley bikes, comparison to the repair costs and maintenance costs of Vulcans and the Furies and different cruisers that don't have Harley Davidson on the side of it. And it doesn't make any sense to me as to why somebody would have a Harley when that thing is really going to give you some fits early on in comparison to these Vulcans. And when it does give you fits, it's going to cost you twice as much to repair the bike. I said it. If you guys disagree with that, let me know down in the comments. But that's something that I feel pretty passionate about, and it's so hard not to fall in love with these Kawasaki Cruisers that they've been coming out with. I'm a Kawasaki guy through and through, I won't lie. I've got a bias towards this stuff, but man, this Cruiser right here is everything that you could ever want out of a Cruiser, minus having some saddlebags and some storage on it, but you could probably find a way to add some storage to this bike as well. But all in all, you have got to love the way that this thing looks. I know you guys have been looking at it for the past 5 minutes or so, but I could look at this thing all day long, guys. And we got a lot more Cruisers just like this one sitting here behind me. Once again at Velocity Powersports in Ladson, South Carolina. So if you guys are looking for something like that within that price range, with that kind of style of bike, then we'd love for you guys to come take a stop by, and we'd love to try and help set you up with the right unit for your right needs and hopefully your right price, guys. With it being Friday, and thank God it is, I'm gonna ask y'all to please take care of yourselves for the rest of this week into this next weekend. And I gotta ask y'all to find somebody you love, give them a big hug for me, and you guys take it easy. God bless you.